the best cushioned running shoes of 2023. Some runners place a lot of emphasis on weight, and studies have shown that wearing heavier shoes requires more aerobic energy. A soft ride is now feasible without significantly increasing the weight of the shoe thanks to new midsole foams. Lighter shoes often have less cushioning, which can make them feel faster. More padding may be a better choice if you're traveling a long distance because it absorbs impact. Time and time again, we hear runners say the Rebel V2 is a solid top 3 pick for them. And like me, many couldn't help but use this technically speed day shoe for every run. So, New Balance took the hint and made the V3 even better for daily miles. The Rebel V3 has more of what its predecessor lacked. The outsole has more rubber coverage to withstand higher mileage. The knit upper feels more durable, and there's 1.5 millimeters squared more FuelCell foam underfoot. While those are essential improvements for taking the shoe on long runs, they ruled out the Rebel for those who like a firm ride for racing. Some testers said the boost in durability and comfort came at the cost of a slightly meshier ride, though only a 0.1 ounce weight increase for a men's size 9. Because of its recent entry into the footwear market, Lululemon now has a dual image as a yoga and running brand. The Blissfeel, the company's first running shoe, was introduced last year. It won our Gear of the Year award for its debut. But perhaps you still need persuading. Persuade yourself using the second iteration. Even though the stack height and foam of the Blissfeel 2 are the same as those of its predecessor, it feels a little heavier and firmer overall. Running in the 2 was similar to running in the Ultra Boost from Adidas. Although it is thick set, the 2's ride has a lot of popular. After trying narrower, less supportive trainers, the toe room and cushioning felt like a relief. The Pro-Fly Plus midsole foam in the Mach 5 has taken the position of the Mach 4's Pro-Fly midsole foam, which provides a better energy return. The tighter fit around the saddle is another modification made to the Supersonic. My Mach 4 and Mach 5 share the same last, but when I put them side by side, there is a clear difference. The 4's lacing mechanism is more jittery, and the overall shape is boxier. The first few runs in the Mach 5 just didn't have that smooth rocker flow or strong rebound I had in the Supersonic or my testing of the Supersonic. I eventually changed my mind after using the sneaker for a week while on vacation. My pace picking up, I sensed a change. It's not Mach 4, but it's still a Mach I adore, and testers who hadn't played the 4th iteration fell head over heels for the 5th. The cushionest Cumulus we have yet seen is this one. In fact, it has a similar feel to early iterations of the Nimbus, its ultra plush relative. The Nimbus continues to be the cozier of the 2. Asics increased the amount of foam in that shoe in its most recent model. Both, though, are not prepared for a speed day. The Cumulus is remarkably lightweight considering that it has a nice, thick, and foamy workhorse sole, although it does reduce the amount of energy returned to the foot. I feel like I'm being rocked into my toes when I wear racers like Asics Magic Speed or Saucony's Endorphin Speed, increasing my efficiency and propelling me ahead, while adding double-digit weekly long runs in preparation for the Paris Marathon. One tester noted, "I didn't have that sensation in this shoe, but it's one of the most comfortable I've worn. The interior is soft, and the tight lacing really hugs your foot." No shoe has ever encouraged me to run more frequently. I simply glance at them as they sit atop my collection of test shoes and consider adding more kilometers to my run today. Every tester who donned these brand new extra thick training shoes agreed with that statement. Although it is technically against World Athletics rules to wear the shoe during a race because of how tall the midsole is, no true contenders would lace it up when every second counts. However, this is the shoe for you if all you want to do is bounce down the street like you're on a pogo stick. A cambered carbon fiber plate with an arch form is encased in all that foam. This layout, along with a hole in the bottom foam layer, increases cushioning without increasing weight. Although the trainer is not the first illegal shoe we have tried in the maximalist, Super's Hoage, it does feel the most stable of the options available so far. You can be confident that as you round corners and jump off curbs, you'll stay firmly above the foam. In the past, whenever testers with broad feet crammed into a 361, their stars were marked with crowded toes. Early models were avoided by persons with wide, flat feet due to the brand's limited fit. The Centauri, on the other hand, has a whole new last that extends the forefoot and midfoot and opens up the toe box. The revamp received an average comfort rating of 5.8 out of 7 from our testers, with one comparing the shoe to the Brooks Ghost due to its thick ortholite insoles and softer mesh top. On days when he wasn't trying to run quickly, he remarked, "This is just a cushiony, comfortable trainer that felt good on my feet." It nonetheless generates a considerable amount of bounce even though it lacks the flash or spring of a carbon or nylon-plated shoe. The Razor 3 won honors because we adored it. Skechers left the shoe essentially unaltered for 4 years, a sign that the company was onto something special. That is unheard of in a sector where the recipe is adjusted yearly. But the Razor 4 is really a brand new creature. And both on foot and underfoot, you can feel that. Speaking of weight, Skechers has always strived to make their footwear as light as possible. The Razor had previously been in racing flat area. However, the current model is almost 30% heavier, classifying it more as a performance trainer pair of shoes. Although it is heavier, it is not heavier, and that's okay because this shoe works really well for that function thanks to the new materials used. Additionally, Skechers had a glut of lightweight shoes for race day, including the Speed Freak, Speed Elite, and Horizon Vanish, so this fills a need that developed in its lineup. It's difficult to explain how a shoe this good managed to fly beneath the runner's collective radar. It might, however, have been overlooked in the crowded field of Everrides, Metarides, runs, racers, Meta, and Magic Speeds. It's a lot to take in, even for major shoe geeks and Asics enthusiasts. However, the Glide Ride is simple to comprehend on its own. It is a remarkably cushioned, supple trainer designed for lengthy runs. I've run in the shoe for almost 100 miles, using it for tempo runs, long runs, and easy days. Running in it is like putting your car on cruise control and letting the miles roll by, presuming you're driving a very opulent Cadillac. It's luxurious on a Sunday. Fans of the ride will not be seduced by carbon fiber since they are loyal to a comfortable fit and feel. Because of this, Saucony maintains its legend largely same from year to year while using the newest shoe technology. For instance, the Ride 15 incorporated a luxurious 7mm squared thick sock liner and a new Puron EVA midsole that was reformulated with springy polymers. Though the step and feel is softer than when you're running, it's higher than the whole heel toe drops of many shoes. The 16 retains both revisions, which increased padding while shedding more than 1 ounce. Thanks for watching. For your convenience, you can click on the links in the description below and view all details on our recommended products,